Welcome back, everyone, to Will plus Brian, where you come for the latest updates happening with Fold. And Will, happy almost all-time high.
It feels good. It feels like we have gotten back to base camp and ready to make our next ascent. It's always good, operating a Bitcoin company, but more than anything, knowing that you have an entire community of people who's been diligently stacking sats for years now. And now 99% of people are in profit. And a lot of people are seeing some, maybe some extra zeros come behind their net worth, which is a pretty incredible thing to do and see. This is not just about us putting numbers on a computer screen. It's about us improving our lives. And I think this is going to start to get people dreaming again. But I would still keep your Zillow tabs closed, under control, people.
That's a great call. That's a great call. No, the years really are starting to stack up, and it does. It warps your time cycle a little bit, like having this accelerated savings. At least that's what it's felt like for me. And so, let's roll into our first topic. Today is all about depositing Bitcoin. And so we're excited and happy to announce Deposit Bitcoin is now available to everyone. So open up your Fold app, go to the Bitcoin tab, and you'll see the receive button in the top right, and that will open up a deposit address that you can deposit to your Fold account. Talk to us about this.
I mean, it's huge. This is, I think, one of the final missing pieces to really the Fold app experience, bringing dollars and Bitcoin into the same banking experience that allows you to have the money you prefer, Bitcoin, with the tools that you need. And previously, you needed to buy your Bitcoin on Fold, and then you could use it after that. You weren't able to bring your Bitcoin from, other wallets you had or cold storage. And now what you can do is you simply deposit Bitcoin to Fold, and you get access to really the full ecosystem, which I think truly allows you to live on a Bitcoin standard with Fold. And not only that, use Fold as your checking account, your daily and monthly financial needs, and then you have your cold storage. And these two things can talk to each other now. Your long-term savings can speak to your personal financial tools you use on a daily and monthly basis. And I'm really excited about this. I know this is going to be a huge unlock for the community.
Yeah. No, we're pumped too. My wife and I made a deposit this morning, moved from cold storage into Fold. And we're talking about our monthly and our yearly personal finances, in Bitcoin and in dollars. And we have columns where we're saying, this is in cold storage, this is on Fold, this is on Fold. And no, it truly is exciting. And so with all that, as you're leaning deeper into the personal finances, incorporating Bitcoin deeper, we want to let everyone know that the Bitcoin on platform is insured. Institution grade cold storage custody covered by $250 million of insurance. This protects against loss, theft, and misuse. So you can feel comfortable holding Bitcoin on Fold. Talk to us a little bit about this.
This was part of our strategy, was that, if we're bringing these dollars and Bitcoin together and creating a seamless kind of banking experience, we wanted to bring parity to Bitcoin that you might experience with dollars. When you hold dollars, you want them to be in an FDIC insured account if you're going to hold them, right? And there really is no corollary for Bitcoin. And the great thing about Bitcoin is that you can hold it yourself. You don't need to have insurance against someone else holding it for you. But there is a time and a place for having another custodian hold it for you so that you can take advantage of all the services that come with that. And so what we wanted to do with Fold is make this a place where you can store the Bitcoin you need to be using on a daily, monthly basis, even some short-term, mid-term savings, and feel comfortable with it. Even while you're building up a large enough UTXO to withdraw to cold storage, we want you to feel comfortable that your Bitcoin is safe. And so there's a few layers to that at Fold. Number one, you are signing up with a qualified custodian, meaning this isn't Fold holding your Bitcoin. I think Fold is a durable company that will be here for a very long time. But there's always edge cases, and we want to make sure that wherever Fold is, your Bitcoin is still safe. And so a qualified custodian does exactly that. The only thing they do is open an up account for you and hold your Bitcoin and cannot do anything with it. They can't rehypothecate it. And on top of that, it's now insured. And this is insured by Lloyd's of London, and it's insured against theft, loss, mismanagement, all of the things that you look back at an FTX or a BlockFi or a Voyager or any of the other platforms that have been um, hacked and people have lost a lot of money. This is insurance policies directly speaks to that. And this is umbrella terms from Lloyd's of London. And, I think really what it is, it's just a next layer on top of building the consumer financial platform for Bitcoiners. And I think this is it's a great thing to have, especially when you're pairing it with your own cold storage.
Absolutely. I like the way you brought up the different time frames, like short, medium, long term, and how there's different stacks for different things. And correct, this gives flexibility to those different stacks for different things. For those that you may be in this bucket, if you hold over 100K in Bitcoin and you'd like to be contacted about additional personal coverage, we have a website, a landing page set up for that. Please visit foldapp.com/insurance and just register your interest. Let us know you're interested in that. We can be in contact about that. Let them know, why they should be interested in this.
So, again, there's different ways of holding Bitcoin for different people in different circumstances, and there's absolutely a place for a custody arrangement where you're not holding all the keys. And we want to make sure that that is the safest place you can be. That makes sense for people where they are in between setting up cold storage and building that out. It is for people who have some of their in a place where it is readily accessible to pay bills, get a loan, get cash out. And really what we wanted to do is our umbrella coverage is across all of Fold. But there are times when people want additional coverage to increase or enhance their insurance coverage. And we have worked with Lloyd's of London and BitGo to create this product. And what this really allows you to do is work with the leading insurer of some of the most coveted assets in the world, Lloyd's of London, to insure your Bitcoin directly against any issues with the custodian that you've chosen. And again, this is a gap in the industry that just hasn't been here. And these are the types of small changes we need to do to build confidence in the space, to build fallbacks for when things go wrong. And again, this is all kind of down the hierarchy of, where do you want to keep your Bitcoin? And that will open up different opportunities for you. Keeping it with a third-party custodian in the past without insurance, without a qualified custodian, has never been a good idea. But unfortunately, that was just the options that were available. Now with Fold, you get the protection of qualified custody, you get the protection of bankruptcy remote, you get the protection of insurance, and slowly but surely, we are going down the hierarchy, creating more safe options for people who need access to their Bitcoin quick.
Absolutely. And bringing it home, this is why this matters. The reason why this matters is Fold is the leader in Bitcoin personal finance, and the Bitcoin can then be pushed to dollars, used via the Fold card, used via the account and routing number, pulled as cash out of any ATM. It's truly creating that synergy. The two leading currencies in the world are Bitcoin and dollars. We live in a dual currency world, and you have the max amount of tools as possible to manage your personal finances at Fold.
Yeah, I think this is where the magic really happens. I think the ability to push Bitcoin from your stack into Fold, and now in an instant able to swipe a debit card, pay off a credit card, pay off your mortgage, pull out physical cash from any ATM. Really, this allows you to turn every ATM into a Bitcoin ATM. You can walk around the world, have your Bitcoin, and turn that into physical cash at a moment's notice. All of these things are incredible superpowers to have. Why? Because they allow you to increase your exposure to Bitcoin itself for your underlying personal finances. So you are able to deposit Bitcoin and still use that value just as you would in a normal day to access the goods and services you need. But now it's exposed to Bitcoin. So you're getting the benefit, especially in days like today, of big run-ups and a bright future ahead. people are going to be looking to maximizing their exposure as much as possible. And I think there's other benefits here that really we haven't, talked about much. Like I've used it just this weekend when I needed to fund my Fold account, but I wasn't able to, ACH doesn't work on the weekends.
Yeah.
Financial and traditional rails don't work 24/7. But now I was able to zap Bitcoin directly to Fold. 10 minutes later, I was out paying a bill for a family dinner at a restaurant. And that's just an incredible thing. Again, it's not just about Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin can do many things in your life, and you're able to see all the different ways it works with Fold. Instantaneous 24/7 access to value. You can deposit Bitcoin and then do what you need with it, or turn Bitcoin at any moment to pay a big bill, swipe your card, and or receive Bitcoin from a friend. That's another great use case here, is that this finally allows you, whether you're working peer to peer or you're receiving payment for a job you did in Bitcoin, you can literally just get paid in Bitcoin from other people. And
Mhm.
this is where I think this is such an important feature that was um, missing from the Fold ecosystem, that now that's here really completes this experience in a way that allows you to seamlessly really live with your Bitcoin.
Yep. And look, everyone, we love hearing your stories of how you're using Fold and how your different Bitcoin personal finance strategies. So keep tagging us with those, anywhere. Leave a comment in the video with kind of how you do it, and we'll catch you on the next one.